Faith in action, living out God's love through real steps, turning deep belief into everyday change. What if your private convictions, the ones only God knows, could become the spark that transforms your neighborhood, your city, and maybe even the world? The book of James challenges us. Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. James 2:17. Our faith is meant to move beyond ideas and find life in how we treat others, help our communities, and serve with love. Faith in action. Beyond belief. Faith isn't just a feeling or a Sunday ritual. It's love in motion, compassion in practice, and a willingness to answer God's call wherever we're planted. Jesus put it this way: "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Matthew 5:16. Today, let's look at real stories of ordinary people putting faith into action and discover how you can do the same. Story 1: Sarah's Garden of Hope. In a neighborhood where affordable produce was rare and hope even rarer, Sarah sensed God urging her to start a community garden. She wasn't an expert gardener, but she started small. She researched online, asked neighbors for help, and applied for a local grant. Week by week, Sarah gathered volunteers. Some brought seeds, others tools, and many just brought willing hands. She clung to the promise: "Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest." Galatians 6:9. What bloomed was more than tomatoes and peppers. Neighbors who barely spoke began sharing recipes. Children learned to plant and care for something. The garden became a space for laughter, prayer, and dignity. Sarah's faith didn't just plant vegetables. It cultivated belonging and a future for her community. Story 2: Mark's quiet compassion. Mark, a busy father and accountant, felt called to serve but didn't know where to start. He began volunteering once a month at a local homeless shelter, washing dishes, sorting donations, and listening to stories. He never preached, but he always showed up. One resident told him, "You're the first person who made me feel human again." Mark's faith looked like consistency, kindness, and seeing Christ in every person. Scripture teaches, "Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me." Matthew 25:40. Sometimes the smallest, most unseen acts, like serving a meal or offering a handshake, echo the loudest in heaven. Story 3: United in service. When a hurricane devastated a coastal town, volunteers poured in, some from churches, others from mosques, synagogues, or no faith background at all. Together, they cleared debris, delivered meals, and rebuilt homes side by side. Their beliefs were different, but compassion united them. In that moment, they lived Jesus' command: "Love your neighbor as yourself." Mark 12:31. Faith in action breaks down walls and builds bridges. Service becomes a language everyone understands, a language of hope, healing, and unity. Practical application. Steps to live out your faith. Here are simple ways you can put faith into action today. Write a note of encouragement to someone struggling. Deliver groceries or a meal to an elderly neighbor. Offer to pray with a friend or colleague facing challenges. Pick up litter at a local park. Donate gently used clothes to a shelter. Want to go further? Maybe you're feeling called to start a community project or volunteer for the first time. Here's how. Start small. Identify one need in your community: a park in disrepair, families needing backpacks for school, or a local food bank seeking volunteers. Ask yourself, what can I do with what I have? Take the first step. Reach out to a local nonprofit, church, or community leader. Express your desire to help, even if you're unsure how. Most organizations welcome new hands and ideas. Invite others. Ask friends, family, or co-workers to join you. Community projects grow stronger when shared. Expect uncertainty, but don't let it stop you. It's normal to feel nervous, worry about not having enough experience, or wonder if you'll make a difference. Remember, every big change starts with a single step. Pray for courage. Trust that God can use your willingness more than your expertise. If fear or uncertainty creeps in, remind yourself, the most important thing is to show up. God honors even the smallest act of love done with a sincere heart. Your turn to shine. Take a moment today to ask yourself how you can show love in action. Then commit to one small step before the day ends. Will you call a lonely friend? Buy a coffee for a stranger? Sign up to volunteer at a local shelter this week? Write it down, pray about it, and take the first step. Every act, no matter how small, is a thread in the greater story God is weaving through you. Let's live out faith, together. Thank you for reading and reflecting. If you're ready to live out your faith, choose one practical step from above and do it today. Then, share your story in the comments below, or encourage a friend to join you on this journey. For more weekly inspiration and practical tips on faith, purpose, and leadership, subscribe to Strive for Excellence. Your greatness is already within you. Let's grow it, and let's serve together.